Well, happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome back to the program, Good friend of ours, attorney Kim Baer, joining us right now as it's time to discuss something that a lot of people over the past couple of years have been seeing on TV, commercials over and over for a certain item that we really need to explain a little bit further. First and foremost, hey, Kim, how are you?
Hi, Lou. I'm fine. How about you?
Great. Now, we're talking about something that a lot of people have a hard time pronouncing, but a condition that is very serious in some people, especially as they get older.
Yes, yes. I thought today we'd just try to educate the viewers about mesothelioma. And so that is a mouthful. And you're right. People are seeing it all over the TV, on Facebook, I think in the newspapers. And I thought it was worthwhile to at least educate the viewers so they understand why it's so important.
All right, what in the world is it? For those people that may not have looked into it, what is mesothelioma?
Yes, so mesothelioma is a specific diagnosis. It is caused by either inhaling or ingesting asbestos fibers. And so it causes a tumor either in your lungs or usually in your abdomen. So it's usually one of those two areas. And what we see is the latency period, or the period of time that it takes to develop that kind of tumor, can be 20, 30, 40 years. So it's from asbestos exposure a long time ago, typically.
Wow, so now it might be rearing its ugly head in people that are starting to get a little older that had exposure when they were younger. But why are we seeing so many commercials about this all of a sudden?
Right, so you're seeing a lot of commercials because the asbestos manufacturers have set aside 30 billion, and that's billion with a B, dollars in a trust to compensate people who develop mesothelioma. Asbestos is the primary cause of it, and it's usually from places that you've worked, but it also could be, maybe 40 years ago, if I worked in the Navy Yard, my spouse might have been exposed to it because I'm coming home every day with the asbestos fibers on my clothing. So that's why you're seeing it, because there's just so much money sitting out there waiting, and it's available to help people that are diagnosed with this.
Right. Years ago, they even used asbestos in brake pads and things like that. So
Yes.
people that worked on cars, I'm sure they have a vested interest in this as well.
Yeah. So the typical areas that we see asbestos exposure that causes mesothelioma, see, it is a big word there, is veterans, a lot of veterans that were exposed either from working on Navy ships or airplane parts. You're exactly right, brake pads, boiler rooms, even people who served as firefighters. So there's just a lot of different areas. And typically, like I said, the exposure was decades ago. And so, the problem is that you've got a 2-year statute of limitations in Iowa. So from the time you're diagnosed, you've got 2 years. So it's a specific test. So if you or a loved one have been told that you have it, you really need to get a hold of a lawyer.
Right, and you folks are working on some cases now, so very experienced in this. And I think probably a great thing to do is if you have any questions about what we've been talking about here this morning, it's probably really simple to reach out and get a hold of you. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Just give us a call. We're more than happy to talk. There's no charge. We can kind of try to figure out if we think you have a claim. And we work with national companies on these cases. And you're right, Lou, we've got several in the office right now. So we'd be more than happy to work with anybody in Iowa who has questions about these types of cases.
No, so people really shouldn't be afraid just to give you a call just to get the information. Is that correct?
Correct. I mean, a lot of times we can tell somebody right off the bat whether or not we think it's worth pursuing, and we're more than happy to do all that legwork. I mean, that's the reason why you hire lawyers. So we're happy to try to figure out where the exposure occurred, gather medical records, all of that. It's a serious disease, so if you know someone that's been diagnosed with it, you do want to call a lawyer and get that going.
All right, Kim Baer, great information as always, and I think we've clarified a lot of questions about that. You try to stay cool over the next week or so, and then we'll talk to you next time.
Okay, thanks, Lou.
All right,
Have a
thank
good
you.
weekend.
All right, you too, Kim.